Hi. Oh, sorry, everybody. Just wait. Hi, everybody, and welcome to A Dram Divided. My name is Frederick, and here we have
And here we have Emil.
so much joy in that. So, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. I'm feeling kind of how trying to find the English word. Unfamiliar. I'm at an undisclosed location today. Not in my usual.
What happened? What happened, man?
As we discussed earlier, I think the Illuminati is after me after our comments regarding the local barley series or something, because I felt the need to escape my home. So I'm actually in my parents' kitchen, and I'm hoping it'll work out well.
Yeah,
And how are you doing?
I'm fine. Same place as always. I'm doing good. Having a whiskey in a glass, and we're soon gonna start drinking some whiskeys.
True.
Yeah, and what are
That
you
is
having
true.
in?
That is.
Yeah, some whiskeys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So my pre-tasting
yeah.
fuel today is a rum that I have
Mm.
confiscated from my father, which is the Coloma single cask, a Colombian rum, I think, finished in coffee liqueur casks,
Ooh,
which
fancy.
is very nice, very interesting.
Yeah. And
So
yeah.
you're sticking quite close to the theme of this video.
Yeah. That's just some Jameson Black Barrel
Very
to
nice.
ease up the palate for what's to come. You know, it's going to be
Very
interesting.
wise. It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah. And we have Greg here in the chat. So, hi, Greg. We hope you're doing
Hi,
well.
Greg.
Hope your internet connection is going to start working itself out.
We pray every
Yeah.
day.
Oh, crazy stuff. Yeah. We will see what these fine spirits will lead us into, what kind of ways they are, going to take us.
James Better once. Yeah.
That's okay. I mean, there are so many whiskeys to choose from. It's okay, Greg. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm feeling the mood tonight is very, very weird. I like it.
It is? Why is it weird?
There's something in the air. I don't know what it is. But,
so, yeah, I mean, can you... yeah.
I was just wondering what Greg has in his glass tonight.
Yeah.
If you
Please
had
tell us,
something.
Greg.
His
Please
connection is still crap, apparently.
Yeah.
To dare to come. Yeah. Enter at your own risk, right?
Yeah.
But
you need to...
tonight... Sure, go on.
Yeah, keep on going, man. Come
on. So tonight we're going to try some, as we have called them, bottom shelf whiskeys. In Swedish we call it ful whiskey or ugly whiskey. Basically the cheapest, most popular whiskey out there. And yeah, as you probably saw during the intro, or if you don't know, these are my sample bottles. I don't know why I'm showing you them. It's the Jameson, the standard blend, the Johnnie Walker Red Label, Jim Beam, and Jack Daniels.
Ooh.
Is on the menu tonight.
Yeah.
So, what are your expectations?
Oh my! Honestly, I'm actually looking forward to trying the Red Label, just because I never had any Johnnie Walker before. So that's the one I'm looking most forward to. I do not expect much from it, if I should be honest. But who knows? I might be blown away. Who knows? It's just going to be interesting. I think these are some whiskeys. That's why we're choosing them. You know, the ful whiskeys are the whiskeys that no one knows or cares about. Usually, you can find these everywhere. They are very sold around the world. You know, so you can find them everywhere. Quite cheap on extra prices.
Yeah, I read just reading up on one of them that the Red Label is the most sold whiskey in the world, which is quite impressive.
Yeah, these are not collectors' whiskeys. These are drinking for mixers, usually.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you can't drink them neat if you want to. You can always
That's
do that
true.
if you want to.
I have tried several of them neat
Hmm.
on occasions, and with mixed results, to speak mildly. So
Yeah.
to be honest, my
Yeah.
expectations tonight are quite low, honestly. I had a bit of a sniff at the red label earlier, and I'm actually looking forward to that one
Mm.
quite a bit because it was more interesting on the nose than I would have expected. A bit of peat in there,
Hmm.
so it should be very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, let's see what we have gotten ourselves into soon.
Yeah, I mean we survived the vodka episode, so I think we'll be fine.
Yeah. We have water next to us, so we will be
That's
fine.
true.
And Greg is apparently mixing some of his own stuff as well. Master Blender Greg.
Yeah.
Nice. We're looking forward to it. We'll highlight that comment.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't even tried them either, so we will be.
Yeah. Yes, Greg. You're absolutely right. The water will save us all.
Yeah. So we will be in unfamiliar waters.
Yeah.
The both of us tonight.
Yeah. But should we get started?
I think we should.
Yeah. So we had we talked a little bit how we were going to present this. We thought like memories of these whiskeys, because these whiskeys, more or less. Like, is there anything you remember about them? Because usually these have always been in cocktails and mixers or neat at one point in your life.
The Jameson, I don't know if I've had it before.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have tried it, and I think it's extremely mild. That's my recollection of that one. Johnnie Walker, as I said, I know the name, of course. Everyone does. I've never tried it. I thought about trying it, but never got around to it. Obviously, Jim Beam was on my €250 challenge list, and because that was one of the first like bourbons that I bought starting out, and I remember thinking it was okay for what it is. So I'm optimistic about it. The Jack Daniels, though, I ordered once at a pub in our hometown, and my God, it did not impress me. I have drank it in the Lemmy version, mixed with Coca-Cola, with mixed results.
Yeah.
Getting drunk, basically. That's my relationship with Jack Daniels in a nutshell. Otherwise, I haven't really tried them that much. So, yeah, it's a blank slate pretty much.
Yeah, I will say this. When it comes to the Jim Beam and Jack Daniels, they've always been for mixtures or cocktails or drinks, basically, for me. I always mix them with Coca-Cola or ginger beer with a lot of ice and sliced lemons or lime. But yeah, those were the days, if I should say so. They've always been those two, especially the bourbon ones, or the not the bourbons one, but one is not a bourbon, one's a Tennessee whiskey. It's very important, so you don't get by the bourbon community. So no, they have always been for drinks for me. You know, I remember when I was younger, there was a guy one of my friends' mother knew. His name was also Yak, and he only drank Jack Daniels. And that was the first time I ever tried it. It was when he gave me one. I was like 16 years old. And he was like, "Here, try this." You know, that was an experience. Yeah, I will say this. I didn't like it. But then in the years to come, I used it in, like I said, in Coca-Cola and ginger beer. Johnnie Walker, I never tried before. Jameson, this one, I only tried once. And I was at a very close friend to mine when he was getting married. And I had that for the wedding, basically. And I remember that was okay. I mean, for what it was, it was okay. There were no other whiskeys there, so it was just that whiskey there. But, it was okay. It It was just something to have in a glass when you're talking to people, so it was quite nice in that perspective. So
Yeah,
could be interesting.
it could be, and I think it will be.
Hmm. Here, Greg says,
Yeah, I have one
yeah, the one you bought for me, the Silver Select
Silver Select. Yeah, that's right.
Travel Retail.
I quite like that one actually. So
Yeah, I know.
so they
The
can
pickle.
make good stuff when they feel like it.
The pickle juice.
I guess. Yeah, the pickle juice on the nose.
Yeah.
Dill pickle juice.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So
Yeah.
should we stop messing around and get to
Yeah.
our first whiskey of the night?
Yes. We will take like an hour between every glass, that's how long it's going to take. So let's start with the Jameson. This could be. So this is the color, 25 years in the making. Yeah.
Very light on the color,
Oh, yeah. Extremely light.
but it's very pleasant on the nose, I have to say.
Yeah. Mm. I got like apples,
Yeah. I was about
pears,
to say very fruity.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
There's not a lot
Honey.
going on.
No, some honey as well, some malty stuff,
Light and sweet.
Yeah. They say it's äldre herre. So smells like an older gentleman.
Yeah, smells like spring and an elderly gentleman.
Yeah.
To quote Robert Gustafsson.
Yeah. Yeah, all these whiskeys are 40%, so I mean, the nose is what it is, but still, it's not awful in any way. It's just that not much is happening there, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's very, very nice.
Yeah.
Very, very nice, but simple.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean it's bad in any way. I mean, I think this could be.
Like
I know a lot of people use this for like Irish coffee, for example.
Yeah.
And I can see why.
Yeah.
So let's get into the palate, right?
Yeah. Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers,
Skål.
man. Cheers, Greg. Skål. And everyone else watching this one. Cheers. Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, tastes like really sweet pears in the finish, at least.
Dry grass or hay, something like
Yeah,
that. A little bit
Yeah.
vanilla, I would say. But it's faint. It's very faint. It's not like pow. It's more like
Exactly.
mellow or quite in the background. But I mean, but there is no finish here. It just goes away quickly. Oh, was it that strong for you? You can't handle this, boy.
This is too much for me.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it!
That you swallowed it.
Like the fifth time today, I've swallowed something wrong. I was eating a sandwich earlier.
You know how wrong that sounded.
Only to you.
Yeah.
I was eating a sandwich with a nice cheddar cheese. You know, the one you like.
Yeah.
My dad was saying that it's a pity it falls apart so easily. And as he said that, a piece fell off in my mouth and went down the wrong. Just had her coughing furiously.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, look, that would have been priceless to see that.
Yeah. My son had a good laugh.
Yeah, everyone was laughing, but you were choking, basically. A little piece of.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with my parents. There's something here. I don't know.
Maybe it's haunted.
Maybe
There's a ghost here.
Yeah, luckily we're leaving tomorrow, so
Yeah.
we'll live to see another day.
Yeah, you will see your son next to the TV screen like in Poltergeister.
Yeah.
They're here. So yeah.
Yeah, sorry for the interruption.
You know, you're used to drinking so much custards, and suddenly when you're drinking 40%, you know, it
Yeah.
slams you right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Takes me by surprise.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But I mean,
I think we've said everything that can be said about it.
yeah.
It's so vague and so, but it's really really nice. I
Yeah.
mean, the flavors that are there
Yeah.
are great.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, and I say there's nothing wrong here. I do not compare this to other whiskeys like in that way, but what do you pay for this? Like the highest 20 euros or something like that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great gift to someone who wants to get into whiskeys, maybe,
Yeah, definitely.
or someone who just like to do cocktails or drinks or Irish coffee and that kind of stuff, or just to have with you.
Yeah.
Just it's okay. I mean, I don't see any problem with this one.
Yeah, I'm satisfied.
Yeah, and Greg is asking, what
Yeah,
is
the
haunted? Yeah, it is.
That's true. We are connecting the dots live on YouTube.
Yeah.
Everything is falling into place.
To answer that question, Greg, no. I have the highest I have tried, I guess, is the Jameson Black Barrel. If I should be honest.
Yeah, ditto.
Yeah.
And that one is good.
Yeah, I mean for what it is as well.
Yeah, it's very similar to this in the sense that it's tasty but faint.
Yeah, but it does has more power or more flavors
True.
to it, I would say. But I do like
But
you
it's
say,
also like double the price, right?
probably.
Yeah.
But also it's like toasted barrels or like shard barrels, so they're like trying to get everything juicy from it
Yeah.
to hide the other flavors, maybe. Who knows?
True. We will have to remedy that. I definitely
Yeah.
agree with that.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the Jameson.
Yeah.
Traditional
I'll just
one.
finish this and then
Yeah. You do that.
this could be a very quick episode if it's all this one dimensional.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But you know
I
what?
actually,
We have other whiskeys to drink.
I think I will actually go out and buy a bottle of this.
Okay.
Could be nice to have at home.
Hmm?
It's a good beauty whiskey, as we say.
Yeah. The one you give.
A whiskey for your guests.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I said, I really like the flavors.
But you're more into
I am really into
what's
Irish
called
whiskey.
yeah. That has been your thing since you started, basically.
Yeah.
Your love for tealing and all that. So it's just been. So I'm not surprised. Actually, I'm not surprised, and I do like that because that's like your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am eagerly awaiting 2 new bottles of Teeling.
Yeah, you're
That'll
going
be
to
nice.
trigger. You're going to trigger frenzy, trigger happy. Buying a lot of stuff, man. You're.
It just happens, you know.
Yeah.
Shoot first, ask questions later. That's
Yeah.
my philosophy.
Yeah. So yeah, now
I really like it, the Jameson.
Yeah, I actually do. I do like it. I would probably not buy a bottle of it for my own collection, but I don't see any problem with it. I think so far so good.
Yeah, pretty much. Briefly about 2 Swedish.
Yeah, yeah, I know what he was talking. He mentioned us in one of his video. He says a Dram divided. Greg did a video. It was quite interesting. I really liked it when he was being a promoter. Swedish Whiskies. Okay. Yeah, I haven't. Is that your new video? Because I haven't seen it yet, Greg. By the way, so I'll watch it tomorrow. So yeah, should we get into the red label now?
Yeah, I think we should. As I said, we say we were going to do this second, but I'm just wondering if we should move it to the to the last spot,
Okay.
since it's a bit peated.
Yeah, of course. We can do the Jim Beam if you want to.
Yeah, just so we don't
Yeah.
mess anything up. I will have
And
to rinse my glass.
there. The Jim Beam. Oh, so.
And the funny thing now is I put that on my 250 euro
Yeah.
collection list, and when I did that, I hadn't tried it for like years, so this is the first time I'm gonna try it since putting it on the list. So maybe today is the day where I regret that decision. We'll have to see.
Or maybe you stand by it.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So, I thought you were chugging it already. I was like, Jesus, can we at least smell it before?
Rinsing my glass.
Yeah. So here we have the Jameson White. Yeah. It's a bourbon. Kentucky.
It is a bourbon.
It's a bourbon.
That's a great analysis.
Yeah. This took me 3 hours to
That's
find
a kind
out.
of hard-hitting, deep-diving
Yeah.
commentary.
You no
get
long
your
had to
mind
search for that information.
around
2 hours, man. 2
Yeah.
hours.
it. Because your keyboard was broken.
No, because I'm just an idiot. Anyway, let's get into the smell. Okay.
Very typically bourbony, I would say. I don't think it's not that harsh, which I was worried about. It's quite mellow and soft.
Yeah. I get something really strange from this one.
You do?
Yeah.
Tell me more. What are you?
I get some really weird smell from this one. I hope the glass was clean because seriously. It's a really weird smell I'm getting from this one. It's just like, is it poison?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I think it smells quite pleasant. It smells like a bourbon. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, there's a lot of sugar, I would say.
Yeah, more like corn syrup, but
Yeah.
sweet, definitely. Yeah, it's that typical popcorny sweet.
Yeah.
But again, very one-dimensional, very
Yeah.
kind of vague, faint.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have nothing to complain about on the nose. But I don't have much to say
No.
either. So
It smells like some kind of candy or a sweet, just like sugar. It's called sockervadd.
cotton candy.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, should we get into the palate? Or you want to sniff it some more? Yeah. Cheers, Greg. It's what else? Skål. Yeah.
It's a bit watery and like spread out in the flavors. It doesn't really deliver what the nose promised me.
No. It's quite. It was like it promised so much but gave nothing in return.
Yeah. I would say in Swedish we would call it blasket.
Blasket. You could say watered down.
Yeah.
Basically.
Very watered down flavor. Again, in a way similar to the Jameson, it's there are nice flavors there, but there's no balance really. No, it's nothing there's nothing tying it all together. It's sort of all over the place. Very vague. Hard to put your finger on it. My camera is not focusing. There we go.
Okay. Maybe it's the ghost. The ghosts.
Maybe it's the
The-
ghost.
So yeah, I would say this. This one, would you? I need to ask you this. Would you still keep it on your list of trying this?
For the purpose of that, well, the purpose of that list was like to get started,
Yeah.
and for the price, I still think it's good enough to warrant being on the list, basically.
Hmm.
Um,
But would you instead maybe put the Jameson instead for this one?
no, because I might swap the because I think I have had the writer's tears
Yeah.
for my, because I want an Irish whiskey in there, so maybe I would have swapped that one out for the Jameson and then picked a bourbon in a slightly higher price range instead of this. But I think in this price range, I still think this is decent. You know, it's not bad. It doesn't taste bad. It just doesn't taste very good. You know, I don't think there's any bad flavors here. It's just too watery.
Okay. I must say I was quite disappointed.
Yeah.
In a sense that it was no real flavors there. It was just the nose was 10 times better than the palate, if I should be honest.
I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, because the flavors are like it just disappeared. You know, some people might say just because it's a sample, small meaning, who knows?
Maybe.
But this was no, I don't know. I don't actually have to say the Jameson was much better than this one, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Greg, it's not entry. This is the high end stuff. This is the top shelf. We know what you're meaning, Greg. It's just that we're trying to compare them to each other.
But I think that's a good point, because that, to tie it back to the list, that was the purpose of the list as well. So I mean, for me, starting out, this was okay, acceptable, and I think I stand by it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
I like
think
that.
you have, but maybe that's because where we live, it's quite hard to get good bourbon,
and they're usually pricey.
Yeah, exactly. So, if you take into consideration what you pay for this, I think it's acceptable, you know. And I think because I just poured this, it hasn't had any time to breathe. So yeah, I'll give it a pass. I'm not going to complain. It's super cheap. So as long as it doesn't taste bad, I'm not going to complain, you know.
No.
That's basically it.
I understand. No, I think this one was. I think this one goes for nearly 30 euros here in Sweden. Nearly 30 euros, I think. So it's quite expensive for a Jim Beam here, actually.
Yeah, if that's the case, I might have to take back everything I just said.
I think it's just gonna check so I'm not, lies deceive.
Deception lies.
Yes. Yeah. Because I think that's what it goes for. Yeah, 265 euros. No, 265 Swedish crowns.
26 euros, basically.
Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think, I mean, what can you get for that price that's better? Talking about bourbon, you know.
Okay. No, in that price point, I don't think you'll find anything, actually.
Yeah, so...
The Jameson is actually more expensive. It's actually 30 euros.
Whoa.
Oh, who could have known?
Yeah, Greg, it's important to keep tabs on why you're doing it, yeah?
Yeah. Greg, we're doing this for you. And everyone else,
science.
For science. Yeah.
Yeah,
no, it's interesting.
I do agree. I think it is important to keep in mind why, like, what's the purpose of this, of the Jim Beam? It's not made to be like, wow, this is so good, I'm gonna drink this forever and ever. It's meant to be like, because if you're starting out drinking, you're not gonna go and buy a bottle for like 60, 70 euros because that's not realistic, you know. So just starting out, I think this is
Yep.
a decent way to get familiar with bourbon.
Now we're
That's where I
becoming
stand.
yeah, of course. Me, yeah, like you said, when it comes to the price point, bourbons are quite expensive here. But there are some, that costs nearly 40 euros, I think. They're
Yeah.
also quite good, but then at the same time, it's like 14 more euros you have to pay.
Yeah. So
So, yeah. But still, yeah, I wouldn't buy this one, if I should be honest. That's my opinion.
yeah,
But
at
I
this point,
respect,
I might not either.
yeah, but I do respect if someone wants to buy it because it's up to them, I'm just saying what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But for an entry bourbon, there might be others. I know there are many other kind of bourbons, but like you said, we can't get them. Or if we do get them, they're quite expensive here because of our taxes and all the tariffs or the custom, it's called tool customs. So
Yeah.
that's how it is. And usually when it comes to bourbon, usually not always the best ones, but usually bourbons with more higher ABV are usually getting more out of the flavors.
Yeah.
Usually, there's the same thing that could be said about all whiskeys. So
That's true. But I think it's especially important for like
Mm.
bourbon and maybe Irish whiskey as well, because
yeah,
it's at least bourbon is more, to my mind, more not I don't like saying one dimensional, but it's not as complex as like Scotch.
yeah,
So I think it makes more
Mm.
of a difference there.
yeah.
Not to say it's worse than Scotch, because I really like bourbon, or American whiskey in general.
Mm. They do have that Four Roses for 294 Swedish crowns.
So
I have
really
not tried
appreciate
it.
that recommendation. I appreciate you mentioning it, because
Yeah,
I think I might have to try that.
yeah. Whereas there's always Wild Turkey 101.
Yeah,
But that one is,
that's
like I said, that's one it's
40,
40
50
euros. Yeah, for the 2 years, I think.
That's still a good price. So
Yeah.
if you say like you swap in my list, if you swap the
Mm.
writer's tears for the Jameson,
Mhm.
and then you can go higher on the bourbon.
Yeah,
I would probably make that trade if I was redoing the video today.
yeah. We need to do a redo of that one
Yeah,
later in
maybe
the future.
like at the end of the year or something.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Just to see what has changed.
And a lot of everything, a lot of other a lot of other interesting things will be happening later this year. I was trying to say there were too many T's
Yeah.
and V's in that sentence for me.
Yeah. So yeah, now we've been doing the Jim Beam. Should we see what we can get in the Yak?
The Jack Daniels.
Yeah,
Staying in
I mean,
America,
yeah,
staying in the States.
but going to
I
Tennessee,
already have it in my glass.
which is actually a dry county, I think you call it, because they're not allowed to sell alcohol there.
Yeah,
It's quite interesting. And then they have Jack Daniels is like one of the biggest producers in the world of alcohol, at least in whiskey or bourbon. One of those. It's quite big productions.
Yeah,
And also,
Tennessee is not a dry state, but
it's not a dry state.
No, but Moore County, which is in
Okay.
Tennessee, is a dry county, and that's the
Okay.
county where Jack Daniels have their distillery.
Okay.
But they are allowed to sell it in their gift shop. It says.
Mm.
So that's my quick Google search.
Oh, you're faster than me. This would have taken 2 hours.
Yeah, that's why I did it. I didn't want to be here all night.
Yeah. But this is a whiskey or Tennessee whiskey. There's quite an interesting history, especially when it comes to music. So there are so many bands that are related with this one, like Frank Sinatra, Motorhead, Mötley Crüe, and maybe some other bands as well. But this has a lot of influence in the music industry, I would say.
Yeah.
So it's quite an interesting one with the history.
Very much tied to popular culture.
Yeah.
And the stylization of the label,
Yeah,
also pops up in all kinds of contexts. Very iconic. The There are Metallica T-shirts like "Whiskey in a
Yeah.
Jar,"
Yeah.
and I think when I look at this label, I think Teeling probably took a lot of inspiration from it
Mm.
because it's kind of similar with the way the text is laid out and stuff. It reminds me of it at least. So
Mm.
it's a very iconic label. Um, so you kind of want it to be very good, you know.
Mm.
And of course, Motorhead, Lemmy. That's a big funny story. When I was or funny a story when I
Ooh.
was at a metal festival, the only one I've been to, unfortunately. I caught Dragon Force live, and they were amazing. Like such good musicians. And one of the guitarists, not Herman Lee, the other one, was standing there playing like this insane solo, and just tilted his head back, and someone at the side of the stage that just put a bottle of Jack Daniels in his mouth like this while he was playing the solo. That was quite cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so like I said, this is a whiskey with a lot of, connections to the whiskey industry. Or not the whiskey, but, music industry.
Yeah, or pop culture in
Yeah.
general, I would say.
Yeah.
So, do you want to
Yeah, of course.
sniff?
Sniff, sniff. Snurf, snurf.
That's what the banner down there should say
Yeah.
right now. Sniff, sniff.
Sniff. We're going to the sniff. Yeah.
Again, this is pretty nice on the nose.
It's quite roasted, I would say. Something like
Yeah.
quite something that's I don't mean meat, but I mean something like that's quite burned. That can do to the charcoal, whatever they're filtrating it through.
But I'm just trying to corn, rye, and malt. Because I'm getting I'm getting the corn, obviously, but I think it's the rye. I'm not quite as familiar with this. I think it's the rye. It's quite present, I think. I'm guessing because I'm getting something like a bit harsher behind the corn.
Something peppery. Black pepper.
Yeah, basically.
And also, I get the dill again for some reason. If you smell it, it smells like dill, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Thank you for ruining it for me. No, but that's very, very interesting. I wonder why that is.
Yeah, but that's Silver Select that you bought of me. That one is like pickled juice with the dill in it.
Yeah, but that one tastes pretty good. I like that one.
I mean, Jameson, I'm not Jack Daniels, like Greg mentioned before, have some quite interesting and really good releases. They're single barrels.
Yeah.
But, we won't get them here, or if we do get them, they're quite expensive. Those are the ones you're supposed to be look out for. Yeah. I mean, I would say it's different from the Jim Beam, of course. Two very different stuff. Also, two different way how you produce it as well.
Yeah. Which
So
one would you say has the better nose? If you're
the Jack Daniels, if I should be honest.
Yeah, I think I'm inclined to agree. Actually, there's a bit more body to the nose on this one.
Definitely.
Yeah, some vanilla, some. It's not as candy-like, I would say.
No.
Yeah, a bit more burnt than the Jim Beam, and a bit less sweet and candy-like, I would say.
Maybe some dark red syrup.
Yeah. Yeah, like molasses or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Kavring,
Yeah,
which is a Swedish bread.
yeah, with really dark bread.
Yeah. Hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a shame it's so hard to get all these
Yeah.
other kinds here in
Yeah.
Sweden. Actually,
Yeah, because sometimes when we get some stuff, some like more better bourbons or rice,
mm,
they're really expensive.
yeah,
Licorice. I can't really say I get licorice.
I could maybe yeah, I could maybe think like English licorice or like sweet licorice. Not
No.
when we say
Oh,
licorice,
the salty
when we
fishes.
do you really think so?
Yeah, salt fishes. Yeah, and
Yeah, I don't get that
you
at all.
oh, but
That
Greg is
I was about to say
yeah,
like when we say licorice, we think salty salmiak licorice,
yeah.
like Swedish fish. It's okay to be late, Joe. Welcome.
Joe, always welcome. It was a nice stream, by the way, with you and Ken with Scotch Down Under. So they did a Star Trek episode.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it's time to
Yeah.
get into it.
If you're wondering, we're now drinking the Jack Daniels or tasting it. So cheers. Skål.
Skål.
Yeah. Oh, that burned. Oh, I hate when it burns.
Yeah, the number 7.
Mm. Yeah. Oh. I hate when anything I drink burns my. Because that was one of the reasons why I never drank hard liquor when I was younger.
Yeah.
Oh, it's quite dry, I would say, in the palate.
Yeah, it is. And
Really dry.
from I as I said, I ordered this one once at a pub, and I remember being really like disappointed. Thought it was not yeah, it was really bad basically. But this is better than that time at least, but it's
Okay.
still not good. And still not very good. I think it's more balanced or like tied together than the Jim Beam, but I don't think there's. I think there's more unpleasant flavors here, if that makes sense.
Mm. Yeah, I need to try it again. Hmm.
It's quite harsh.
Yeah. I get some kind of like a peach or apricot thing there. Very faint in the background.
Yeah, I'm finding it really hard to put my finger on anything except from like corn
Yeah.
or like yeah, I don't know,
Yeah.
a bit of hay,
Way.
a bit of
Yeah. Dry. Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically true.
Yeah. Hmm. I get some smoke.
You do?
Yeah, right now. Or maybe something is burning in my apartment. It's gonna. No, nothing is burning. So you just have to check. Since my neighbors are now barbecuing like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course.
the cheap vodka of the whiskey world. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's a quote.
yeah, we
But
will
yeah,
quote that.
I think I will yeah, I could agree with that.
Mm. Yeah,
It's disappointing because again, like the Jim Beam, it's
Mm.
very pretty good on the nose actually,
yeah,
but it has some like harsh, almost like sour note to it
yeah.
that makes it very unpleasant, at least for me.
Mm.
Or very unpleasant is kind of an overstatement, but not very pleasant then.
Let's see what it says. Here in our Systembolaget it says, very tasty, spicy whiskey with a character of toasted oak barrels with hints of dried apricot, nuts, butterscotch, oranges, and vanilla.
Yeah. Very
I get the
tasty.
apricot. I got the
It doesn't.
apricot before.
It doesn't say very tasty. Like flavorful.
Yeah, but you need to make it sound better.
Because they wouldn't say very tasty.
Yeah.
That would be advertising. They can't do that. They
No,
can only
yeah.
describe it, you know. But I think they kind of nailed it.
Yeah.
That's basically what you get.
Yeah.
But it's not the best version of those flavors.
I thought you were going to say you pay for what you get.
You do, but that wasn't going to be my point.
Now I know.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that one.
Yeah, we are, Greg. You just need to.
Our hopes are now set pretty high.
High, you know.
Because we started decent with the Jameson. Now we're down in the trenches. We're looking forward to getting back up.
That's why we're doing this. So we can try to find finer things. But at the same time, for some people, this is their daily sippers. You know, so you really need to take that in consideration. So for some people, this is really like what they're like to go for.
Yeah, I will say I can see like getting used to it. I can understand it because now that I'm drinking it, I can kind of like, yeah. But if I was to drink this and get used to the flavors, I think it could develop, like grow on me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, apricot and orange. Systembolaget is a, but I think if you're trying to find anything, I think that's what you will find.
Yeah.
So I mean.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
I don't know if I would say oranges, but I would say orange peel, but like including the white part, you know, which is not very good. It's kind of bitter.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Quite rare. Yeah.
I would say that's the worst one yet.
Yeah, on the taste, it's not on the palate. It's disappointment. Yeah, I need to highlight that comment.
Yeah. Do you think that's how they did it? Like, guys, this isn't the best. This is not our best best whiskey.
No,
this is like our seventh best whiskey.
Yeah, it's like your seventh best cousin.
Isn't that like one of the things? There's a lot of like myth building around, like why it's called the Old Number 7.
I don't know.
I think
I have no. Maybe someone here knows. Maybe Greg or Oldman Yo knows it, or someone else might know it.
Yeah, I don't think it's known. I think it's like a rumor mill thing.
I have no idea. All I know that the guy got pissed off one day. I think it was something like that, and hit his toe on we call it a bank vault or something like that. It got infected and he died. The owner of it in the beginning. So there's a story like that. That's all I know.
The origin of the old number seven brand name. The number assigned to Daniel's distillery for government registration. He was forced to change the registration number when the federal government redrew the district, and he became number 16 in District 5 instead of number 7 in District 4. So he was number 7 in District 4, then he became number 16, so it's the old number 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
In my ears, it sounded quite complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, hey, it's number 7, right? Like Greg
7.
said. Like Greg said, he's going to highlight again.
We have to taste the old number 1. That's the next challenge.
Yeah. So, yeah. We gone 52 minutes now. Can you believe that? Very soon, 15 minutes. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting this to be like our longest video ever.
No, but we should do movies or something like that. We can maybe make a 5-hour movie about nothing.
I think we could.
So, yeah. So, the last one is the one I have not tried. I've never tried anything from their range. I heard a lot of mixed reviews, some saying some expressions are better than others.
I think it's interesting that they all basically have the exact same color.
Yeah. Yeah.
And because I'm guessing most of these are like colored, right? So why not make?
No, I don't think American whiskeys are supposed to be colored.
Okay, but
I'm not sure there, but I think they're not supposed to be colored. I think they have a law there. I could be really wrong.
Yeah.
Who's the third viewer? I don't know. Maybe that is the ghost. The ghost. The ghost has really good Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
By the way,
make yourself known if you are here.
If you are here, we do science.
Hands, like do the Ouija board.
Yeah. Oh no, we're not gonna play with those shit stuff. No. I don't want to get
bourbon can color. Okay.
Yeah.
But like, is the red label colored? Do you know?
Red label definitely is colored and chill filtered.
Yeah, but if they color it, why not make a nicer color? Because this is like why color it if this is the color you're gonna end up with? I don't get it. I really don't. Evil spirit caramel.
Yeah, Greg. Ooh. So maybe we should do an exorcism after this. The exorcism of the red label. Yeah, it's Scotch. Yes.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, is it Johnnie? Oh, that's your father.
Funny story. He has the same name as the final whiskey.
Ooh.
He's sitting in the next room, laughing from time to time. I'm wondering why. But now I know.
Yeah. So now we're gonna drink. Was it like one of the most sold blended whiskeys, or was it?
Is it the most sold whiskey in the world? Do you know who says that? Who says what?
Yeah.
Tell us, Greg.
Tell us. We need your knowledge.
Yeah. So at Systembolaget it says red label is a blend between a blend of up to 30 different malt and grain whiskeys. Both lighter East Coast whiskeys and more peated whiskeys from the western parts. It was previously before 1909. It was known as Walker's Special Old Highland Red. But since 1909, it's been relabeled as Red Label, simply.
So, yeah. Now, this is an interesting one, because this is one of those you always find on tax-free shops, for example.
Yeah.
And they have, like, a ridiculous amount of different kind of variations, cask maturations, finishes, whatever, on Johnnie Walker. Usually when you go to like airports, you can see like a whole, row of shelves just filled.
Yeah. They have to make insane amounts of this.
Yeah.
So I think it's probably, it probably has to vary like really much from batch to batch, like how good it is.
Yeah, I know Greg said something about he has something from the 70s. I think
Yeah,
I heard those are you can't compare the really old ones to the new ones. I heard they're like two-way different in their flavor profile.
yeah.
So this can be interesting. It will be the first time ever I'm trying a Johnnie Walker.
Yeah, me too.
So should we get into the news?
I
Sniff
think we should.
it.
So,
Uh-huh.
but the first thing that strikes me is the peat. It's quite leathery.
Yeah. I actually didn't know
It's
there was supposed to be peat in this one. I was actually a little bit surprised. I mean,
yeah.
it's not like an Ardbeg or Lafroy or a
No,
Ben
not at all.
Romick, but you do get that little hint, which actually surprises me.
Yeah.
Hmm. Has anyone in the chat tried this one before? Share your experience. We need to know. So I get the peat, like I said, the leather, some dry hay. Yeah.
Do you mean, Greg, that the color affects the flavor?
Hmm.
It's so weird to have. It's so weird for me to
Yeah.
have like someone like you, Greg, watching this because you know so much and you've done so. So yeah, you have an impressive presence in the whiskey world.
Yeah.
It's quite cool to have you watching me drink
Yeah.
whiskey because I feel
We are
it
honored.
feels so unwarranted. I
We
don't
are
know
so
what I'm
honored
doing.
to be in your present.
No, but I think it's cool because Greg has a lot of knowledge that I'm
Yeah,
not
he
even
has.
close to, and he's here like
Yeah.
sharing, teaching
Yeah.
me stuff. It's
Yeah.
very cool. Okay, then I get it. Okay, thank you for answering my question.
Yeah.
See, this is
I would
like a
like.
learning experience for me.
Yeah. I would like say something like a bird's nest. I don't know why.
How many birds nests have you smelled?
Smelled. I don't know. I don't know. I get this like dry hay. I'm thinking like when they do their nests. You get the feathers. You get the eggs there that's been laying too much in the sun.
So far we have peat, feathers, and eggs. I'm finding it really difficult to.
I get the dry hay as well as grassy,
Yeah, I'm
and I
getting
get
more
this.
more more like freshly cut grass than hay
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, and then I also get something. Sorry for saying this. Something foul.
I was going to say kind of sour,
Yeah,
but
sour maybe. Maybe it's sour.
maybe I think that's maybe like the smoky, the peat.
Yeah.
It can turn that way sometimes.
Yeah. So, do you think we are done sniffing?
I think we haven't really said much, but I think it's. But maybe that's because it is a blend of
Yeah.
like up to 30 different. I think it's going to be a bit all over the place.
No. Now Greg is giving us a lecture here. Let's see.
Whoa.
Yeah. Aberfieldy, Cardew, Klein Leash.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not very peated, but when we were
We do get
pouring
something.
them up,
Yeah.
when we were pouring them up into our glasses and like
Mm.
to get let them breathe, I was like, "What is this peated?" Like, I was really shocked.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. When you said it, I was like, huh, he's serious.
But this is the only one tonight that I think is. The problem is for me, it's almost like I'm not gonna say too complex, but there's a lot going on, and I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have to as much to say. The
I don't
other
want
ones were like
yeah.
I could identify some things, but weren't that much to identify.
Is it weird saying that the Johnny Walker Red is the most challenging on the nose of all these four?
I don't think that's weird.
No.
Isn't
Of
that
all these
kind of
four.
of these four? This is definitely the most challenging on the nose. I
Yeah.
would say the Jack Daniels could maybe be up there because that's kind of
Yeah.
it's kind of weird, but I think this is more complex. But when you blend 30 whiskeys, I think that's to be expected.
Yeah. Hmm. Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for the information.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm finding it really difficult. It's
Yeah.
I almost get like a sense of like freshly like when they make new asphalt on the roads, almost like that kind of tarry,
Uh-huh.
like some sort of like chemical, yeah, notes.
Oh, Greg, you're making me blush. No thanks, Greg. It's always a pleasure to having you here.
Yeah,
So, oh, the love. Oh,
yeah.
love's in the air. So, should we get into the palette now?
I think we should. Yeah.
Yeah.
Skål.
So, skill.
Ooh. That was much better than I was expecting. Like a lot better. I'm getting a lot of like apples,
Honey.
a bit of yeah, honey definitely, like elderflower, maybe some cherry even. Very, it was much more fruity and berry-y than I was expecting. It
Yeah.
was, this was really nice.
I have to say, I get the honey. Then it just fades like that.
Yeah, I would say the opposite.
Yeah.
Like at first, it's just like this mess of flavors in my mouth, and then it just like clears away and just becomes fruity and sweet and really really nice in the finish. I I think this was this one was great. Again, a bit of the peat at the end here in the finish.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I get the peat, I get honey, but to me, it's still it's really bland. I would say, in my opinion.
You think so?
Yeah.
But like compared to what we have gone through tonight, I don't think this is bland in the context of these
No, no,
four
no, no.
whiskeys.
Now, if you compare those, I mean, yeah, we can summer that later on. What we think, you think? I wasn't that into the flavor profile in this one, if I should be honest.
Ooh, the dram is divided then.
But that's what's supposed to be. I mean, usually we're always like, yeah, we like this.
Yeah,
Same thing. So we have to be disagreeing sometimes. I mean, as long as we are being polite. I mean, you're too far away from me now, so I can drive at your home, just
that's
staring up
true.
at
So
your
I can
window.
say what I want. I can say what I
Yes.
really think for once.
Yeah. No, I thought it was really no.
I quite like
The
it.
nose was better, if I should say so.
Yeah, I totally disagree.
Yeah, that's okay. I will cry myself to sleep tonight.
That's
Yeah.
okay. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's how you sleep well at night. No, I'm
Yeah.
crying.
I think like at first it's like
Yeah.
kind of rye bread, dark syrupy, like kind of rough,
Yeah.
and then it like transforms and develops and becomes very sweet and yeah, fruity. As I said before, elderflower, apples.
Mm.
Hi Jim,
Yeah, I am.
you are very welcome. So I guess the
Yeah.
movie wasn't very good then.
Or your wife fell asleep.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Yeah, we're having a good tasting so far. It's been a mixed bag
Emotions.
of emotions. We have cried and we have laughed and we have
Yeah. I fought us way through this. No, but
yeah,
it's been a year in itself because this is, not something many whiskey drinkers will do, I think. Not many people would do this.
yeah,
Because these are, like we said, they are the bottom shelf whiskeys, the ones that not people are looking for.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so you finished the movie. That's great.
Yeah.
Cool of you to stop by at least.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, this has been an interesting experience
Yeah.
because it's like we never when like we talk about buying whiskey or when we go to
Yeah.
Systembolaget and stuff, this is like half the price of anything we are considering usually, you know.
Yeah.
So it's
I
it's
mean,
yeah, I think it's important to explore it because
of course, that's why I wanted to do this as well.
you might have like to reference something that only Jim will find funny. You might have your explorer moment, find a cheap
Yeah.
cheap
Yeah.
golden nugget, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised by tonight's tasting. I have to say.
Yeah. It's been interesting, very interesting. So, if you could say one here that really stood out, which one would that be?
I can't say one. I have to say two.
Okay, take two.
Um,
Two for one.
the Jameson, because that was just nice flavors and
Mm.
nothing else.
Mm.
Very simple, very almost too simple and mild, you know, but very nice. The flavors that were there, and then I really liked the red label. I that was way more complex and tasty than I would have expected. Um, so yeah, I think I had my explorer moment with a red label. Actually, it was really good.
Mm.
And what do you think?
Yeah, my favorite, or the one I would say I always want to try the red label because I always want to, at least because everyone's always talking about it, just to get my some kind of bearing or knowledge about it. But I must say the one that I was to my, at least that I thought was interesting, or that was the Jameson. But at the same time, you do need to take into consideration these are not high-end whiskeys. They're not supposed to be that. They have other purposes they're serving,
Yeah,
and you're not gonna be sitting an hour in the glass or whatever, half an hour. But still, I can tell you that the red label did surprise me. I will be
mm.
very honest about that. It did surprise me. There was smoke in it, and it was better than I thought it was going to be on the nose. It's just that I felt like on the palate it was like just a little bit, and it just disappeared really fast. But still, I was surprised, and I'm very thankful I've tried it.
Yeah. Do you think you will explore more of the John Walker
I mean, we were
range?
looking for some. Sets that we
Yeah.
found. I mean, I would like to do more just to try. At least, but I don't think I would buy a full bottle of them. I heard
Yeah.
I heard good things about the green label, the 15-year-old. But at
Yeah.
the same time, I don't want to go and buy a big bottle of it. Just,
Yeah, it's kind of but yeah,
but at the same
I'm kind
time,
of
you never
torn.
know.
I'm kind of torn on that because you can get better whiskey, of course. like but you have to take into consideration the price. It's like, yeah, flower fruits and herbal spices. Yeah, and yeah, that's basically what I got, but worded way better.
Mm.
The double black, is that also Johnny Walker?
Yeah,
Okay.
there was one called Black, and there was one called Double Black.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. Hopefully, we will get to try.
Some more stuff like this.
Yeah, but this is like a great way to do it because it serves a purpose. You don't have to just buy it and force yourself to try it at home. We have someone to share it with, so it's very cool. I'm glad we did these 4 whiskeys tonight.
Yeah,
it was a cool decision.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's been a pleasure having people here as well. I don't know. Are you feeling like going for another half hour, maybe?
Yeah,
Or
I could do that. I
yeah,
have to make a small visit to the
bathroom.
powder my nose, but
Ooh.
then I'll be back.
You have a blue
Maybe
label.
we will. Maybe we will. Is that a
We
hint?
do? Is that a hint?
Is that a spoiler, Jim?
Uh-oh. Yeah, when you go to the bathroom, I will entertain the people. And when you come back, it's like, we have 100 viewers. What did you do?
What did you do? I will be right back.
Educational? Yeah. I mean, we're doing this for you people. No, but it was interesting. Now we're done with that, actually. I'm gonna just gonna do a little mini thing here. Cleanse my glass. What is everyone drinking, by the way? What's in your glass, people? I think I'm gonna have something else. Yeah, I know. Just people lucky. Yeah, I know that the people in the States have 43% on some whiskeys. Yeah, that's interesting, actually. Do you know why they have that? Or it's just because they can demand it because of their consuming? No blue label, unfortunately. It's okay, Jim. We can take it another time. We can wait. Okay, great. Interesting. So I actually gonna drink something here that I bought that I thought was really cool. I know Emil wasn't that fond of it, but hey, Glendalough Double Barrel. How is it? Please tell us, Jim. Yo. Please tell us. So I'm gonna be drinking actually not a whiskey at all. I'm gonna be drinking a tequila because I found a tequila that I was very excited to buy because I wanted to try it because I felt like, hey, why not? It's time to explore more stuff that's not whiskey, or at least this one is whiskey related. Still, it's here. This is from a company or a distiller called Storewood. I think they locally source their tequila, and this was one been matured for 40 months in Oloroso sherry casks and Scottish barrels. So yeah, and 53%. I like it, Liam. I actually do like this one a lot. You have the color there. Yeah. I mean, it is tequila, but I think just due to the fact that they're maturing it in other stuff, it hides some of the tequila notes that I am, remembering from my youth, basically. Because I remember when I was trying tequila when I was younger, it was just basically for taking shots. Basically, that was the Sierra Tequila and the Sousa. Oh, the Glendalough. Yeah, I have the 12-year-old or 13-year-old up here. Actually, it's quite nice, but it should have been not that expensive in my opinion. But still, cheers, people. Cheers. Slentema skål. Mm. Hmm. It has a word like a tobacco, not tobacco, but Tabasco thing around it. Yeah, I agree as well. Yeah, the prices are just too expensive. Some of the Irish whiskies, unfortunately. That's the way things are sometimes. No, but this one has a lot of like Tabasco, hot cinnamon, spicy, red fruits, the typical tequila notes as well. But the sherry really gives it nice stuff, and also the barrels from the Scottish whiskey. Mm.
So I'm told you're drinking tequila.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, we addressed this earlier.
Mm,
I think I
yeah,
am the Illuminati are after me.
yeah,
I'm at my parents' house. So I'm in their kitchen with a yeah makeshift studio
yeah.
with better lighting than my actual studio, unfortunately. Hmm.
Oh, sorry. You know what, Greg? You can never go wrong with that spring break. So, cheers, Emil.
Cheers. I am. I poured myself a glass of the Teeling single grain from my father's collection.
Oh, okay. It's the
So
one in the red wine cask.
yeah.
Where did I? Mm.
Oh, it's so nice.
Yeah, this tequila is also nice. Actually, I'm really surprised by it.
Yeah, I wasn't as big a fan of it as you are. I tried
No,
it last night.
yeah,
Um, it was definitely interesting. There was a lot going on,
yeah,
but I think it's yeah. I don't know. It was too like wild
yeah.
for
That's why
me.
I like it. But at the same time, is the question is this tequila or is this a tequila trying to be whiskey?
Yeah, that's always the
That's the
question.
question.
As we discussed
Yeah,
when we talk about rum, like in
mm,
our spare time, the
mm,
trend with like rums releasing
mm,
non-chill filtered, non-colored, uh, la di da.
mm.
It's like it's obviously to appeal to whiskey drinkers, but what does that do to the rum? And it's a very interesting discussion
Mhm.
because it's like obviously it's a bit trendy right now to for whiskey drinkers to get into rum. I think, which is cool. I like rum, so I think that's a
Yeah,
cool thing.
yeah. When I say chili, Greg, by the way, I mean it's more like Tabasco. If I should be honest about the heat in
Yeah,
it, because the sour notes or the little bit, called vinegar note on it. But
yeah,
I, mean, I like it. I like it because, like I said before, tequila for me has always been taking shots. I know they're supposed to like every alcohol-based beverage. They're always greater stuff, but usually when you try them, you always try the cheaper stuff in the
yeah,
beginning, and then you move on, either never trying again. Like with tequila, for example,
yeah.
my relationship with tequila has always been I got really drunk when I was younger, and just the smell of tequila for a long time made me really vomit. I could really vomit due to the smell. But this one is fantastic. Actually, I really like it.
Is there Sauternes in the Teeling single grain?
Uh, no, I think this is a red wine cask.
Yeah, I think it's red wine.
So some California. I think, well, at least the one we tried on one of my lives when I had a whiskey pilgrim.
Yeah, and this one, yeah.
Yeah,
But I see
yeah,
Jim liked it. I really like it. I'm a big Teeling fanboy.
yeah.
Um, but I'm really confused now
It says no, it's red
because
wine.
when Greg says Sauternes, I don't want to
Maybe it was a
disagree.
different version. Who knows? Who
Yeah,
knows? It could be
maybe
maybe an exclusive for
because
France. Maybe for that taste.
there is of course the sommelier, which
Yeah,
is Sauternes, which is
yeah.
also really good. But didn't you also try the pineapple one, Jim? The one
Yeah.
I am currently eagerly awaiting.
Yeah.
I would love to hear your thoughts on that tasting in general,
Yeah.
being a tealing fan.
It sounds really sweet, if I should say so.
Yeah, okay. So are you talking about the? Yeah, okay.
Could be
I'm
the start of
probably
me.
getting a lot of things confused right now, Greg. I'm sorry.
Chill down, man. Chill. Take a walk. Take a walk.
I already did.
Yeah. You know what? While you're talking, I'm gonna take a walk. So I'll be right back, people. You can take care of the people, can you?
I will try my best.
Nice.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, then I'm with you, Greg. I really liked it. I think it's um, a very fresh, like sunny whiskey. If that tells you anything, I really liked it. I have come to find that I really like Sauternes casks for my whiskeys. I bought a bottle from Frederick of Smögen whiskey, which was a peated Sauternes cask whiskey, and I really liked it. It tastes like buttered toast, basically. And I was obviously a huge fan of the first sommelier edition as well, which was from Margaux casks. Yeah, that's true. It can differ, and it will differ. But if it didn't, we wouldn't have anything to talk about, so I'm kind of thankful. But this single grain is finished in red wine casks, at least, or matured, I don't know. It's really good. I am but the thing is, like, Margaux, if you say it in Skånska, it's basically French, you know, because the R is the same. Margaux, yeah. So I have an unfair advantage. I would love to hear it in Östgötska, Jim, on our next tasting.
So what's happened here?
Jim is loving the Skånska. Is what's happening.
Det är bra det.
Okay. I understand, Greg.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with anything before. So yeah. We all have different perspectives, of course.
Margaux or Margaux.
Margaux.
So you actually mean that when we're talking our dialect in Sweden?
Yeah,
we are better at pronouncing.
It's very easy for us to pronounce French words because we have the R's already. So.
Yeah. Räven. Which is fox. Räv is fox in Swedish.
Yeah.
I am intrigued. So yeah,
what's in store for the future? Do you want to share some of our plans?
Yeah.
What we're looking at?
We're looking at.
Yeah. I can say we have gathered some Calvados samples and some cognac samples.
Yeah, I can see if I can upload some stuff.
At least one Calvados sample I have gathered today.
It's better than nothing.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
I had a glass last night. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but you, Gunnar, you have gathered some cognac samples, right?
Yeah. I can share some stuff for coming episodes if people want to. 2 of them.
Yeah.
If you want to. No, I just see here. It's gonna upload this one. Let's see here. There we go. So let's start with the first one. There we go. Oh, that was the background. Oh, fuck! I went the wrong way. Anyway, that's the cognac. So just gonna. I'm an amateur. Just wait, people. Technical difficulties. God damn it.
I
Let's see
can't
here.
work like this.
No, I know. I'm sorry, man. Sorry, man. What the hell
Calvados.
am I
It's
doing?
the brand is Davos, or it's spelled Davos. Davos. I imagine it's pronounced Davos. Davos.
The there we go. So let's see if we can upload. There we go. There we go.
4 hours later.
Yeah, 4 hours later. Yeah. There we got one
Yeah.
for live cognac tasting. We're gonna do.
We can add another one to that list as well.
Oh, we can. Yeah, you got the sample, right?
Yeah, I have a sample of.
Great.
I have it written down here. It's Baron Otard
Ooh, we have to
XO
find.
Gold. I think my father is getting the bottle right now. So
Okay.
if you can bring back the cameras.
Yeah.
Daron,
Sorry.
yeah.
Down.
So
Yes.
tack. That's the professionalism we need. This is the Calvados. I have
Yeah.
gotten some samples. Daron, Calvados. I don't know what the like the expression name is. I think it's just XO,
Yeah. I have no idea.
or if it's maybe like that one. Pace the age. No.
Yeah.
Past d'or or something.
Yeah.
So that's
I
a
mean,
Calvados.
yeah.
And then the cognac is this one,
Baron Otard.
which
Ooh.
there we go, which I uncorked just to pour myself some samples, which is bad behavior, but I did it anyway. I had permission.
Yeah. That's good.
Very beautiful bottles, I would say. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Yeah, and just to clarify that some of these are travel retail. At
Yeah.
least some of the ones I got. I mean, the Lucy, I think it's called. Let's take back the picture. The Lucy one, the XO one, the smaller bottle. They actually have it in our sustainable lager, but the other two are like liter bottles. So they're for travel retail that my parents bought many years ago. Still not finished them, so I took some samples. And then we have another episode actually as well. Because why not?
Cognac glasses for tasting, Joe asks.
Okay.
I have to Google cognac glass.
Yeah. Well, you do that. I'm gonna show you one other episode that's coming up. There we go. For Dram's sake.
I think it'll work with us regular whiskey glasses.
Yeah.
I think I have these. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because you have a lot of samples. You have shared some with me.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be interesting as well.
Yeah.
These are the glasses I have. I think this will work for cognac as well.
Mm.
It's like a compromise.
Yeah. Could be interesting. Yeah, like I said, I mean, when it comes to cognac or Calvados, I think I've tried cognac one time, I think. But I don't even remember what I tried. I think it could be a Hennessy or, yeah, it was some kind of a cognac at least, but I don't remember what it was. I don't even remember the tasting profile. That was how long it was since I tried it.
And even if it's more recent, like I had a glass of the Calvados last night. It's really difficult to like make anything of it because I have no experience in it. So it's really difficult to find anything other than like apples, you know. But
yeah.
Är det konjakglas? Maybe, yeah. My father showed me a glass that probably would work well. Joe suggests red wine glasses.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have to make do with what we can.
Yeah.
I think we will be fine. I
We
hope
could
so.
use plastic mugs.
Yeah,
Plastic.
those paper
Yeah.
coffee mugs.
Yeah.
Yeah. um, but yeah, it's that's an interesting thing because like as whiskey drinkers and rum drinkers nowadays, it's fun to expand because it's
Yeah.
like for you when we did
Yeah.
the first rum episode, you were kind of like speechless, you know.
Yeah, I had no
Yeah,
idea what
just
I was
look for
going to
apples
say.
and pears. It's like when you drink rum, look for sugar and pineapples and tropical fruits
And diabetes.
and diabetes. But yeah, it's fun to explore. Basically, is
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say.
I mean, and that's a little bit a part of the show as well. I mean,
Yeah.
this channel, exploring stuff, for our own sake and also for the people who wants to watch on this journey. I mean, it's always funny to challenge yourself and put yourself in positions that you're not maybe familiar with. Like you said, with the first time we tried rums. I mean, you were talking so. Oh yeah, I find this, and I was just like,
Yeah.
it's sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So
completely understand. Like last night, my father opened a new bottle of rum.
oh
Calomo. Just let me Google. It's weird. I just.
or maybe you can always ask him to get the bottle. It looks really cool with the bottle.
Coloma.
Just
It's
comes.
Coloma.
Okay.
Is the name of the rum. And it was I talked about it before, I think. Coloma. And it's and we were like nosing it and tasting it and stuff. Yeah, this is decent. And then we read on the bottle that it's like it's finished in coffee liqueur casks, as I mentioned before. And when we did that, both of us was like, yeah, it does taste like coffee. Oh, herregud.
Yeah, you see it. Here it comes with
Oh
the
my
hands.
goodness.
Just
This one we opened last night.
yeah.
That's how good
You
it
know,
was.
you know what this reminds me of? People long stalking that Sokodika tree that she has.
Yeah.
But instead of like giving her soft beverages, you get alcohol.
I can just reach in here and get whatever I want.
Yeah.
So this one, for anyone interested in rum, I can highly recommend it. Yeah, my camera won't focus, but it's American oak aging and coffee liquor cask finish, which is when you take that into when you drink it before, you know that it's kind of hard, or it was for us. But as soon as we started thinking about the coffee liqueur, it was like, yeah, it tastes like a sweet coffee.
Yeah.
Great editing. Thank you, Greg.
Yeah.
Take what I can.
Yeah. So cheers, people.
Cheers.
Cheers, Emil.
This tilling is amazing.
Yeah. I remember when we tried it, that tasting I had.
Yeah.
But I remember, I think I liked the nose more. But in the same time, that was a sample, so that wasn't a full bottle. So who knows?
Yeah.
It might be also batch differences. Who knows?
But I remember, I think, was that sample from...
No, I bought mini bottles, a set of mini bottles from Tequila.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like this is a less than a half full bottle.
Yeah.
So it has had some time to breathe, which might make a difference. Because if I remember correctly, when we tried it, it was kind of faint, right? There wasn't a lot going on in the palate.
No.
But I think this one is quite full and yeah. And
Get a sample.
I will get a sample.
Yes.
For you.
Thanks.
We have just emptied 4 perfect sample bottles, so I will bring some goodies back with me. I promise.
That sounds good. I mean, that's a great thing when you're at your parents' house. Like when I was now doing Eastern at my
Yeah,
parents, I was just like, "What can I sample?"
yeah, pretty
And
much.
they were like, "Yeah, everything that's opened, everything
The
that's
the
opened."
the the thing is here, like my father has, he has had a lot of luck, like winning whiskey lotteries and stuff. So he has some
Yeah,
really cool whiskeys. He had even more
yeah,
before. He doesn't anymore, but there are some really cool
yeah.
bottles in his collection that he won't open, so I can't sample them. But there's
No,
like one Kilkoman, which is, it's not even available
Kilchoman,
for, yeah, Kilkoman.
Kilchoman. Yeah,
Okay. Um, which is, it's not even available
yeah.
in
I heard your
like
father
for
laughing in the back room, by the
yeah,
way.
but the thing is, like, there's a delay,
Yeah,
so when he laughs, I have to think back like 5 minutes or
yeah.
something we said. But he has one bottle, and it's not even available for like private. How do you say, like, consumption? It's only available for pubs usually. So someone has gotten it, and he got his hands on it. So
Okay.
it's the
Comrade.
Comrade. Yeah, exactly.
What is that?
Yeah, Google it.
Or maybe your father can show the bottle. Just that soccer tree.
This is what we do. We do.
Yeah. We should do this more often at your place.
Yeah, I will have to. We'll have to do this every time.
What is that called in English? Greven och bekänt. Grevinnan och bekänten.
I don't know. I have to.
Same procedure as last year. Same
Yeah.
procedures every year.
It's called
Yeah.
Dinner for One. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what they're saying? Get the bottle.
Get the bottle. Get the bottle. The first batch. Oh, okay. Rickard coming in with the knowledge. This is the first batch.
Ooh.
Okay. That explains a lot.
And by the way, hi Rickard.
Välkommen, Rickard.
Welcome.
Rickard i chatten sa att den första batchen var tillgänglig.
You know why? Because he has one as well.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Okay, let's see if I can do this here. Wait. This is Soul layout. There we go. Oh my god, I don't know how we're gonna turn this one back, but
You don't have to.
no,
You can just
nobody
leave
cares
if you
about.
want to.
Yeah, just mute yourself.
Batch number 1. There we go.
Okay,
So,
that's cool.
but I think, is it still quite rare or something? Because when we Google it,
Yeah.
we don't get a lot of results basically. And this is
No.
the box. It's a very pretty box, I have to say.
Mm.
So he has some gems like this, limited release. So I just have to make sure to visit often in case he opens one.
Yeah, always sample.
Yeah, but I can sample this one. I don't know if it's a Swedish exclusive. Just as limited release.
You know when you were,
Maybe Rickard knows.
when you were a teenager and you took some beverages from your parents,
Yeah.
and all the amount you took away, you put water in there just to make sure no one noticed.
Yeah, I could do this. I could do it with this one. I am in the kitchen after all.
Yeah.
Maybe he won't notice.
Yeah. Or you can just drill a little hole in there. Use a straw. Put it back. I don't know. Just kidding. With some Mission Impossible music.
So Robert is a Kilkoman fan. So I'll have to show this one to him then.
Okay.
Or you can tell him to watch this video, so he will have to watch the whole
Yeah.
thing just to see this one bottle.
Yeah. Please don't.
It is a very nice blue, Greg. I agree.
Yeah.
And he has some rums as well and stuff. I won't tell him to get them now. Maybe.
No, I have seen the pictures you sent me.
Maybe another time. But
Yeah.
so there are some gems here.
Mm.
Took a screenshot. Nice gem.
Tell him he can buy it for $1,000. $1,000.
$1 million.
$10. All the profits will go to the Dram Divided Fund.
Yeah, but we have some interesting projects in store, so we need the money.
Yeah,
Trust us.
trust us. They will go to good cause. Think of the children.
Yeah. I found a Bunahaben bottle as well. You challenged me to pronounce it. I will do it live.
Yeah, but I want you to do it in our dialect.
I will do both. I'll just Google Bunahaben, and it's like just because I don't remember how it was spelled. It's Erinagrena, I think is the pronunciation in Gaelic, basically. Erinagrena or something.
Mm.
But if I was going to just read it, it would be like Erinagrena, which is what you wanted to hear.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Which is also in his collection. I will take some samples of that before I leave.
Yeah. Oh, it's there behind you. His hands reaching out. Like... Yeah, it's interesting. I wish I could do that, like, and then just come someone.
Yeah. You just have to move to your parents' house. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm never leaving. You know that scene in The Wolf of Wall Street? I'm not leaving.
Yeah. No, so it was interesting. We have some samples as well from Brookladdick as well that I got to my parents' house. So they can be interesting as well. And more rums we do have. Now this isn't just one distillery or one bottler, independent bottler. This is like different. So they're a little bit all over the place.
Yeah.
And what more? No, I think that's what I had. Brookladdick, cognac, and rum.
Yeah.
But still, we have a lot of a lot of themes and all that kind of stuff going on. So
there's a lot of balls going around in the air. So
yeah,
basically, it's a matter of like when we get the samples or like the bottles necessary to make an episode, we will probably make it. But we have a lot of ideas, and we have some other ideas. I think Jim will know what we are thinking, but please don't spoil it.
No, not for Robert.
So in the future, there might be some cool stuff happening on the channel.
Yeah.
Hopefully in a not too distant future. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun trying like different kinds of spirits.
Definitely.
I'll probably sample up some other kind of rum here. We have some Danish rum in the cabinet. I don't know how much though. So yeah, we'll have to see what we can get. But we are gathering our stocks like squirrels before winter, and then we will make cool episodes. Basically, I discovered whiskey because through my friends. Like I wanted to like whiskey when I was younger, so one of my friends recommended me to buy a Loch Lomond, the standard expression. And later I met Frederick through work and became more of a whiskey fan than I was previously. And at the same time, like parallel, my father was in like whiskey communities and whiskey lotteries, winning a lot of cool stuff, whiskey and rum. So we kind of did our things separately, but now it's really cool because we can share different things with each other, because I have stuff that he doesn't, he has stuff that I doesn't, and then we can like recommend stuff. So the tealing stuff we both like and like purchase together and taste together and stuff like that. So it's really cool. You can definitely sample. We do need it, Jim.
Yeah, we take everything. PayPal, cash. What's there more? Yeah.
Yeah.
Swish.
I think it was a perfect one for me to start with. I don't know why, um, but it worked.
I'm
So
just happy. I'm
yeah.
just happy
So
to be at service.
yeah, you had played a huge role, but you gave me the best whiskey ever, the Deanston 9-year-old, which
Hmm.
that one was the first one that I really, really, really fell in love with. Actually,
Mm.
I have found some other ones after that, but that one will always have a special place in my heart because that was the first one that I was like, wow, this is so great. But I have
It
had
is.
similar experiences with like Teeling, the first sommelier edition, uh, and there was one more that I forget now. But yeah, we discover new things, not every day, but once in a while.
Yeah. No, I mean, I have liked this journey because I mean, I've been trying so many whiskeys that I have overlooked
Yeah,
since I started. Because when I started, I had no one really. In that sense, it sounds like I'm lonely, but my journey was
you're
the
just
way it was. It sounds
sitting
like
alone drinking
yeah,
whiskey.
I'm sitting here.
Yeah,
Yeah, that lemon tree. No, no. So I mean, so I started the way I started. So that's why I think it's might be weird that I'm starting out on this channel with these whiskeys I'm doing because it's usually the one you start with.
yeah,
That's why I like it doing these stuff. I think it's just really funny to do these stuff. I mean,
yeah,
challenging myself, especially when it comes to rums, because I mean, I have not the best relationship with rums still, but there are some rums I have liked. I will say that.
yeah,
I mean, Jim makes a really good rum, by the way. I just want to tell people that.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, just some promotion for Jim, so he
yeah.
can become an independent butler. Him and his gang of
What?
cool dudes.
Watch out for Knapen, which will
Yeah,
soon take over the world
yeah,
for
it will
both whiskey and
rule.
rum. Yeah, but I think it's kind of fun because none of us
Mm.
really had the best whiskey ever, at least in my opinion.
I
um,
haven't watched that video yet, guys. So no spoilers, please. No spoilers.
what was I about to say?
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
because basically none of us. Yeah, you need to visit sometime, Jim. It will be a lovely,
Yeah,
lovely time. Uh, but none of us really had the typical like start with the cheapest ones and move up. I
no,
think, and we have had very different journeys,
yeah.
which makes it's so much fun to talk about whiskey with you because we have such differing approaches to it from the
Oh,
get go, and at the same time a lot of similarities in like
hmm.
we appreciate a good bargain, you know.
So what Joe said. I drank wild turkey.
But yeah, I think that's kind of a more what I imagine to
Mm,
be a stereotypical introduction
mm,
to whiskey.
mm.
I think.
I mean, my introduction was the quarter cask by Lafroy when I was living in a student flat, and that's how my journey began.
You will send me a bottle. You can send me 2 bottles if you can, Jim.
Yeah, I want one as well.
So 3 bottles in the package.
Yeah, you know
Because we
why?
have I have
Yeah,
someone in the next room who really wants one as well.
yeah.
Better tasting notes. Yeah, it's difficult.
Hmm.
It's like
But
uh, I usually tell when I talk about learning to taste whiskey and stuff because I totally understand that. Um, the first time I was at a tasting was at Frederick's house with a bunch of coworkers, and um, he had like a piece of paper that he got at some tasting that you had went to, right?
yeah,
So Frederick had a piece of paper with like pictures of like 50 different kinds of foods and things that people usually find in the nose and palate of a whiskey. Um, and that was really helpful because the thing with like smell and taste as like as senses go is very vague, because you can like if you walk down the street you can smell a smell and like what is that, but if you were to like look at a picture, you would never look at a picture of an elephant and like be like I recognize that, what is that, is that, oh, I can't put my finger, you know what it is when you see it, you know. So having a visual aid was very, very helpful to get started in like finding flavors and scents. I think that's so fascinating because like if you taste something or smell something, you can be like, I recognize it, but I don't know what it is. But that never happens when you look at things, because we are very visually dependent usually.
Also a
Cool,
good,
Jim.
also a good thing you could do, is getting someone else tasting notes on the whiskey or whatever you're drinking. Just to compare what are you finding, because sometimes it helps you a lot.
Yeah, it does.
Somalian whiskey.
It doesn't. I didn't mean it smells like elephant. I just meant when you look at a picture, you know what you're looking at.
Yeah.
When you smell a smell, you may not be sure what you're smelling.
Yeah.
Like connecting the senses can be important, you know.
Yeah.
Because if you look at a picture of a grape and you smell a whiskey, you can like smell. Yeah. You get
Yeah,
what I'm
it
saying.
can. Yeah. There are also those aroma kits you can buy apparently that has like essence and smells of different profiles you can find in your whiskey. They're quite expensive, and I don't really know if they are. But I do know that one whiskey channel, I don't think he's do anything anymore. Johnnie from Spirits People, he did a lot of things with, he cooked bananas in different ways, so you could smell them and trying them.
Yeah.
It was showing that like how does a baked banana smell? How does a cooked banana, or those kind of things. He did those things. It's quite interesting, But
Old Man Joe's
yeah,
joke about Somalian whiskey made me think: are there any African whiskeys?
Baines,
There
free
are
ships.
South African, yeah.
Yeah, South African. I know.
But
Free
that's
ships
kind
and
of cheating
Baines.
because that's basically like. Do they really?
I mean, you have a ship dung with Floki, I think Icelandic.
Yeah.
So hey, why not?
I think elephant dung is like really like fresh.
Yeah,
It's not very like well digested.
yeah. But in same time, with peat, somewhere along that peat, there must be a dead animal.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, maybe even some dry turds. So
I can only find South African whiskeys. It would be cool to taste something African sometime.
thank you, Greg.
Three Ships, Blue
Jim,
Plus, and
I mean.
Baines. Ooh, that's
So we need to get in contact later on with the messenger. What kind of it is, This is not good for Emil because I've been
No.
ordering like crazy, and the Kilkerran is going to release their new release of the 8-year-old sherry cask Castrange next week or the week after that. So Emil is just going to eat macaronis and maybe with a little hint of ketchup for the rest of the month.
Maybe if I am lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think some opportunities you don't get that often, so you have to make the most of it.
And Jim has that whiskey with sheep dung.
Yeah.
Have you tried it, Jim?
Israeli whiskey.
What's that?
No, I said I'm looking at a list of whiskeys on Wikipedia. There was one from Israel. There was
It is milk and honey.
Switzerland.
Milk and honey.
Yeah. There's one from Taiwan. I have a sample.
Is that the Kavalan?
Yeah, that's.
I think that's the only one they have.
Your mind is.
No, I think that Taiwan only have one. I think.
Yeah, but
or maybe they have Omar. Maybe Omar. No. Omar is Indian, I think, or Pakistan.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not trying to say I have another Taiwanese whiskey. I have a whiskey, a sample of a Glendronach, which is Taiwan exclusive.
Yeah,
which is what I thought of when I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slovakian whiskey.
Is that the Hammerhead?
No. That's Czech, right?
Yeah, that's Czech.
From the Czech Republic.
Yeah.
From Slovakia is the Nestville, and from Isle of Man,
Okay.
and from Ukraine as well.
Ooh.
So there
Okay,
are
take care.
interesting ones.
Yo, take care. It was nice having you here.
Take
And
care,
see you
Joe.
next time. Okay, thanks. Mm. Yeah, that 8-year-old. I'm actually not gonna buy the 8-year-old Kilcairn this time because I got some bottles from last time, Emil. You had your
You owe me one.
chance.
I think you
had
owe
your
me one of
chance.
those. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm kind of I can't really decide because I know that it could vary a lot between those two releases in quality.
Mhm.
So I'm not sure if it's worth it.
Oh,
I will
you
have to
can buy
think about
one.
it.
You can buy one,
I usually only buy one when I buy
and
whiskey.
then you regret you didn't buy two or three.
No, I actually never. I have never regretted. Yeah, with the Deans to 9-year-old, but that's just because I drank so much of it before I realized I couldn't buy it anymore.
No.
But I'm usually pretty. I usually save my whiskeys pretty well. Like I don't drink a lot from the ones I want to keep. So for me, it would be just clutter to have too many bottles.
Yeah.
So I don't think I will. Yeah. Second release 2021. Yeah. It will be interesting to know how it compares to the previous release.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of hard to find that out right now. Have you heard anything about like a comparison?
Between the new 8-year-old Kilcairn.
Yeah.
I have some people talk quite good about it, I think. But the thing is that I wonder what the price is going to be on it.
Yeah.
I bought 3, by the way, if you're wondering. I bought 3 bottles of the 8-year-old. But I'm just wondering the price is going to be on the new one. Because I saw now when they're going to release the new festival edition of Glen Scotia, it costs 70 euros for that 10-year-old. For the 14-year-old that was last year's release, it was 65 euros. So it's like 5 euros more, and it's 4 years younger, for example. So I just think it's interesting, because you can already see the price is going up. So
Which makes sense.
of course,
Considering the demand,
yeah, of course. I mean, the more higher demand, the less
Yeah.
they're going to have to make. So of course, I understand that.
Yeah. So we'll have to see about that. As I have mentioned a few times, I have a couple of tealings inbound. I have a very cool rum from Knepen arriving soon. The up and coming independent bottler.
Yeah.
I have what else were we talking? Yeah, some balconies coming in probably, maybe.
Glen Scotia, you ordered a Glen Scotia, that 11-year-old.
Yeah, Glen Scotia as well. The the sherry double.
Cask Strange.
Yeah, so that will be interesting. I'm kind of because you talked pretty well about the Victoriana as well.
Yeah.
So I think I have to buy one of those at some point. So yeah, I will have to spread it out for the rest of the year. I think it will be two, and then we have our little projects for the end of the year.
Yeah.
Which will
spoilers.
Cost some money, so
spoilers.
No spoilers. 2 more tailings and 1
Glen Scotia.
Yeah.
I didn't order anything there.
You can never have too many tailings.
No. I mean, Jim tried a 28-year-old Teeling, didn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't you, Jim? Can you please tell people about that one? In the chat, please. That would be an interesting thing to try.
Yeah. I was very jealous of the tasting you were at, Jim.
Please, Jim, can you tell us how you got to that tasting? Was it like something you ordered through their website at Teeling, or was it like specially arranged with some whiskey clubs, whiskey shops? Just wondering.
Yeah, because that was like you had the master distiller there as well, right? You know what? I thought you would know what we have in mind. it'll be very cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I just need to go to the bathroom again. Drinking water is just like leaking.
Yeah, you do that. Maybe
Yeah.
we will have to cut the stream in a bit. We've been
Yeah.
going for over 2 hours now.
Yeah. I just gonna
See
come
you in a
back.
bit.
Yeah.
Very fruity. I haven't tried many whiskeys of that age. We have mentioned before we tried a 41-year-old Mcallen or something, which was not very good. You were I'm yeah, your connections, man. It's so insane. Is that through your work or like through your private, like your just private acquaintances? Yeah, I understand, Greg. There's a lot of money to put out blind. And Teeling still is quite kind of an all over the place distillery, I think, because they're so new and like. But I think you can get a lot of good value from the cheaper Teelings, so I'm sticking with that. No, it was the Frederick will have the answer for this one.
Where?
The Mcallen, the 41-year-old we had.
No, it was a Gourmet Phil.
Yeah. Through your Instagram. That's crazy.
Oh, it's his
jealous,
Jim's
Jim.
collection connections. Yeah.
I am so jealous. That's just so insane.
Yeah. You have a collaboration with Teeling?
Yeah, it's so cool.
Cool.
But then we reap the benefits.
Yes. Yes.
Because we have connections with Jim.
Yes.
So it all comes around in the end.
Yeah. So what do you say? Should we cut it?
Yeah, I think
we've
had a good time.
It was a good run.
We had a good run. It was fun while it lasted. Yeah, I think we can cut it right now. It's getting to be kind of late.
Yeah. So thank you everybody once again for joining in on this occasion. It's always fun. Always great to have you guys here. See you in 2 weeks. Who knows what happens? Who knows what happens?
Who knows? We don't even know.
No, we don't even know.
We don't.
But we will be there for you. So no worries.
But we won't know what to do.
No, we will be helpless. But still.
Yeah.
So thank you.
We should improvise sometime. Just plan a 2-hour live with nothing planned. Just see what happens.
Why don't do a 5-hour live? Like a 10-hour live.
Yeah, we should do that sometime. We should.
Yeah.
An all-nighter.
Oh, interesting. A lot of coffee, some chips, takeaway food. That would be really great. So yeah, people, thank you so much once again for joining here, commenting, sharing your thoughts and your stories. It really warms our hearts,
Yeah.
We are a small community here on Dram Divided, but we really like this. It's fun.
Yeah. A small but loyal crowd.
Yes. You are trustworthy legions. We will rise to the occasions. So yeah, people. And with that, I will say thank you very much once again. Do you have anything more you want to say, Emil?
No, just thank you for joining us. Take care and see you next time.
Yeah, and Emil, turn down your volume now because I'm gonna do that thing.
I will.
So, you will. So okay, people, take care. Bye.
This is awkward.